This Sunday in Advent, we are lighting the candle of peace. And the question I have is it finally time for peace? It may seem like a strange question, but in this world, we have to be careful about what we hope for, what we look for. I ask this question because so many times we hear of government leaders, church leaders, and other influential people speaking of the need for peace. What I miss in these statements of needing is a commitment to peace. Not just the absence of strife, but the level of peace that Christ gives us when he said in John 14:27, "Peace I leave with you, my peace I give you." Now what, in your mind, is Christ's peace? Is it a quiet Christmas Eve where we ponder the gift that God gave us, gave all of us, gave to mankind through the centuries, through the birth of the Christ child? Is it a lack of stress in our lives if we turn the problems we face over to him? Is it, as many think, the absence of violence? Christ doesn't give us a clear definition except to say, once again, John 14:27, "I do not give to you as the world gives." In this second sentence of the verse, Jesus tells us that we will have to look at the world's definition of peace and then try to figure out how his differs. In order to do that, we need to delve deeper into the scriptures and get to know this man who was God. If we can open our hearts and accept his teachings on how we are to live our lives and how we are to treat others, then we can look at what the world thinks it's giving us as peace. Then we can determine how theirs differs from the teachings and life of Christ. Once we know the difference between the peace offerings of the world and his peace, we can then spread the peace given to us from the Savior. Maybe at that time, we can know peace on earth, goodwill to men.